Hey, this is Tom Lenk, and you're watching Big M Productions for Why Buffy is Awesome.
Eh bien bonjour, c'est Big M et nous sommes à la toute nouvelle convention Whispers from the Hellmouth de Geek'n Cheese avec l'équipe de Pourquoi Buffy c'est génial. Mais nous avons également l'honneur d'être en compagnie d'un comédien de notre série préférée. Il a incarné le frère de Tucker, il était un membre du maléfique trio de la saison 6. Son personnage, c'est Andrew Wells, c'est Tom Lenk, mesdames et messieurs. Hello Tom and welcome on Why Buffy is Awesome.
Bonjour. Hello. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being on our show and accepting this interview. We are very, very honored. First question, Tom.
Yes.
Why do you think Buffy is awesome?
Because it was my first big job, and it really broke me into Hollywood, and it's like you can trace everything in your career to like your early days. Because I got that job that led to this one and led to that. So yeah, like I would just really appreciate it for giving me the opportunity to do what I love doing.
Your first step on the show was to play Cyrus, Harmony's minion. What's it like to be Harmony's minion?
Oh gosh, I barely remember it, but I just remember that the prosthetics were deeply uncomfortable because they make you feel very claustrophobic, like you're sort of trapped. But it was really fun. I think I was wearing a jacket much like this one, and it was very cool of them. They had a rule that if your face was covered by prosthetics, you could audition for other roles on the show. So I'm so grateful because then I got to come back and try out for the role of Andrew.
Did this role help you to land the role of Andrew?
I don't think it really related to it. It just like they just kept bringing me in for other parts. Like I auditioned for the role that Andy Hallett eventually booked on Angel before the Andrew audition. And then also the role of Andrew was actually written for the person who played Tucker. And he was unavailable. So then they scratched the name out and came up with a different name.
Andrew is an endearing character for us geeky viewers. But he does a lot of very bad things in season 6 with his two fellows from the trio. What drives this seemingly fragile and gentle boy to do those horrible things? Is it just admiration for Warren?
Yeah, I think he looked up to Warren as a leader, as something that he wasn't. Oh, side note, my role was actually the leader of the group as it was written in my audition. But I think I had sort of a take on the character that they weren't expecting, but they enjoyed. And so that's why they ended up switching up, making Warren kind of the leader of the group because he has a more authoritative energy. I'm not saying I don't have a leadership energy about me, but I do in real life. I am authoritative, strong, and confident. And so I have, the range to be able to play the complete opposite of that.
Okay. Oh, that's very interesting. We didn't know.
You get all the inside scoop here at M Productions for Why Buffy is Awesome.
Andrew is on the path of redemption in season 7, and one very important episode for his redemption is Storyteller. It's kind of a key episode.
Well, maybe the greatest episode of
it is one of
the
my
whole
favorites.
Series. No, it's probably your favorite.
It is my favorite. It's my #1 episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Don't bring me here and tell me it's not your favorite, dude.
Well, can you tell us a bit about this episode. How did you find out that there would be this episode centered on your character, and what was the shooting process like?
I think I can't remember if the writers gave me a heads up. I don't know if they did. It was kind of a surprise. They were just like, here you go, here's the whole episode. And Jane Espenson, who wrote that episode, who I'm still friends with, just like, I just couldn't believe, I was just in shock that they would allow a whole episode to focus on a supporting character. You don't see that too much. I mean, like nowadays, I guess you kind of do like, did you watch, what was the zombie show on HBO?
The Walking Dead?
No, the other one with Pedro Pascal and
The Last of Us.
The Last of Us. You know, there's the episodes are going, and then they had the episode that was just specifically about Nick Offerman. I forget the other actor's name, and they allowed that whole episode to focus on just these two characters in sort of like why are they doing that? But it's beautiful. So I think this was kind of one of those instances where they're like, this is very unexpected and we're just going to go off on this side character. And so, I mean, I'm so grateful for it because it was so fun to do.
We are too. We are grateful too. Because I guess most of the fans like Andrew. He's such a fun character. And I was wondering, how much of Tom Lenk did you put into Andrew Wells?
I think the overlap between me and Andrew is I'm very sort of artsy, craftsy, drawing, painting. If you follow me on Instagram, which you all should, at Tommy Lenk, also on TikTok at Tommy Lenk, for lots of funny comedy videos. My Instagram took off a few years ago where I was making outfits out of garbage, like red carpet recreations, using stuff you can find around the house. So I'm like, I love to make stuff. So I think you can see in Storyteller where Andrew is like making all these diagrams and stuff. Like, luckily I had the skill to be able to draw in kind of a fun and cute way and draw the little vampires and stuff. So I think that's kind of our common area.
Thank you very much for this interview, Tom. Et voilà, c'était l'interview avec l'incroyable Tom Lenk. Nous étions vraiment ravis de le recevoir. Moi, Big M, je vous dis bien sûr ciao et bis nächs'ch Mal.
Bis nächstes Mal. Tschüss. Ciao. Bye. I don't need you. I'll do my own interview. Thank you very much.
Si t'es gentil, abonne-toi.